Riding to Glory is brought to you in part by Fur Beverage and Bud Light, Haas's Steak and Sea House, and by the Rehabilitation Hospital of Altoona.
Hello and welcome to our Olympic Road Trial and National Championship Cycling Retrospective. I'm Paul Alexander. The next half hour, we will try to capture what has been a phenomenal couple of weeks here in Altoona. The dream of hosting an event of this magnitude becoming a reality. And just a few hours ago, it was history. Sit back, relax, and we'll document the 1992 Olympic Road Race and National Championships. Don't forget your helmet.
A standing room only crowd on hand at Mansion Park on an absolutely gorgeous Wednesday night. The torch was lit and we were ready for competition. The Fur Beverage and Bud Light individual and tandem time trials was first on the docket, and the men manned their two-wheeled machines and pedaled their hearts out in a race against the clock. When we come back, the Chrysler National Road Race, a 16-mile course of severe climbs and descents. We'll have the highs and lows when we come back. Don't go away.
Welcome back to the show. Friday was the men's and women's Olympic road trials, the cyclists' last chance to punch their ticket to Barcelona. The course was about 8 miles and featured some great climbs, severe descents, and some very sharp turns. The women attacking the circuit 8 times, the men 15. So after about 9 hours of racing, the 2 automatic Olympic berths were decided.
The men had the start of their race delayed till 2 o'clock. Maybe that's what made some of the cyclists so anxious and prompted an early breakaway. A group of 13 riders decided to set their own pace. And since none of the pre-race favorites were among that group, we all just figured it was a matter of time before the cream would rise. But those splits between the breakaway and what became the chase group were becoming wider and wider. Timm Peddie was the first to top the mountain at Avalon Road, and on lap number 10, that awarded him King of the Mountain. He had established a lead, and he would never relinquish it. Peddie, who had spent the spring in Spain training, actually led the charge to the start-finish line 9 consecutive times.
And it may be nothing for Lise when actually he was trying to get ahead, because in this group he is probably not the strongest sprinter. And when a group moves like this to both sides of the road, you know they're setting up for the final charge, the all-important charge for the 1 or 2 remaining spots on the U.S. Olympic team.
Behind, the chase group still working hard, but it seems impossible now for Lance Armstrong to catch.
But Armstrong, well, regardless of how he finishes today, he's been very aggressive, not only today, not only Wednesday, but for the last 2 years, and that may be enough to put him on the Olympic team.
And we return to the lead group up ahead the finish line, getting set for the sprint. Now the pace picks up. And the sprint is in full force. Timm Peddie off the front. John Leeswin in second, but Peddie is going to stay away. The 22-year-old who has been away training in Spain will be a surprise winner of this National Olympic Trials. But will triumph put him on the Olympic team? We'll find out when we return.
It was the last time that mattered, and he and his unheralded breakaway group made a mad dash for the finish line, and it was Peddie that picked up the win.
Just watch and enjoy.
It was, I don't know, it's exhilarating to find out that like my dreams actually come true. I've been dreaming making the Olympic team since I was about 6 years old. So to actually hear it, you know, it's just, I don't know. I can't really describe it. It's exhilarating.
Greg McNeil was second and Andrew Lawson finished third. So who was the automatic qualifier? No one knew. But a quick look back revealed that Peddie had finished 15th in Wednesday's road race. That gave him 26 points, one better than Lance Armstrong and Chan McRae, who each had 25. Peddie was Barcelona bound.
I've been racing with international fields quite a bit this year. I haven't really had the placings, kind of been building up gradually all year long. And to find myself here, it's amazing for me, you know, equal level with Lance and everything. So I'm just psyched to be here.
Peddie and Jeannie Golay receiving their Team USA jerseys. The rest of the team would be announced on Saturday. We'll have that story and the national championship criterion when we come back. Stay with us. Joining Peddie was another obvious selection, Lance Armstrong, who is regarded as the best the U.S. has to offer. He was second in Wednesday's national road race. 1988 fourth-place finisher in Seoul, Bob Mayansky, rounds out the men's long team.
I think Timm Peddie's a little bit of an unknown, but he won a race yesterday. He beat all of us yesterday, so that's saying a lot. And Bob Mayansky's proven that he can win races. He's proven that he can race at that level, and I think I've proven that, so I don't see any problem.